Some of the best lessons are learned through losses.
Mother's Day
What
is
is
often full of
mother's
love for
love?
the Creator, still here to be celebrated, and full of grief for the ones who've transitioned and left children here who struggle making it through the day. Mother's Day erases all mistakes made by some mothers and is full of compassion and fancy dates. Mother's Day is a day when everyone expresses their love for their mothers on social media posts, when they show matriarchs why they love them so much and why they matter most. There is no perfect mother, no perfect relationship, but through it all, everyone would say that their mother comes close. There are mothers who are incarcerated, mothers who went away, mothers that feel shady, and mothers who just can't relate. The greatest gift in the world is the gift of life. It is the ability to birth new life while also conquering death. It is a paradox. One beyond the confines of any box, it is simply amazing. Mother's Day is a day of national reconciliation and embrace for all of the mothers who afforded their seeds a luxurious stay at the expanding womb resort for 9 months. We thank you, mothers. While children are here to give them praise, there is also a group of children who will never, ever be able to give that same thanks. A group of mothers staying with their four walls due to regret and shame. There is a huge group of mothers outcasted and joked on throughout social media and memes. They are the ones who don't really count, but are equally impacted, abandoned, and left out. There is always a group of not-so-mothers talked about, scorned, joked on, and kicked astray. There are not-so-mothers casted out, laughed at, side-eyed, and betrayed, holding in pain and just hoping that the Mother's Day weekend will quickly end along with their shame. What is a mother's love? Is it the bravery to follow through with the decision made? Is it the ability to see all of the red flags and still deliver the child into hell anyway? Is it the ability to tell your child that you aren't ready right now and telling them to come back another day? Is it knowing how it feels to be abandoned, not wanting to transfer that pain? Is it being gutsy enough to know that the father isn't willing to step up to the plate? Or is it the pressure to go through with it anyway? It is a day when many women who purposely trapped a man are celebrated and the ones who freed themselves are emotionally annihilated. What is a mother's love when a mother doesn't love herself? When she is granted the seed but doesn't water it because she needs healing waters herself? What is a mother's love when she is considered a murderer although it would have killed her more to bring a child into the world with everything in the world working against her? What is a mother's love when that mother-to-be needed her mother's love? What is a mother's love when she's left to make the decision by herself? What is a mother's love when he knew you were pregnant before you did but wouldn't face you on behalf of y'all kid? What is a mother's love when she chose to send you back to another realm before she'd have you out here hating him, your dad? What is a mother's love if it was completely unplanned? When you didn't understand the beauty of birth because you're afraid of being another image of a single parent? What is a mother's love when it still touches her every day, although she never touched the baby physically? What is a mother's love when that was the first and last time she'd ever put herself or her creation through that pain? What is a mother's love when she was confused and didn't know what to do? It is still a mother's love because throughout dark ages in history, some of our ancestors did that too. They adopted the mindset of, I'll sacrifice my child first before I let them be misused by you. They didn't want their child being hurt, being defiled, being abused, being overworked, being hostile, and so they refused. What is a mother's love? What is a mother's love when she took responsibility for the situation, but she didn't want those responsibilities being dumped on her innocent baby? What is a mother's love when you're still visited by your son? When he has a scar in the shape of a lightning bolt in the middle of his forehead with a smile brighter than the sun, with hair of Huey Newton and skin of caramel drizzle? What is a mother's love when that child ain't here, but that child is always with you? It is a touchy subject that is often overlooked and underestimated, but millions of mothers suffer in silence because their child didn't make it. Many will argue. Many will reject or deflect. This is for the many who can relate. A mother's love is a mother's love, and that is not up for debate. This is made by Master Kei, also known as Kiana Ace.